Hello, I am Zach Dove, and this is my science project for the three laws of motion. I'm just gonna hop right into it. Newton's first law states that an object at rest will stay in an object in motion will not stop unless another force acts upon it. So, for instance, this sand block right here, it will keep moving until another force acts upon it, which will be this grass block. Now, if I were to remove this grass block and went back up and placed the sand back again, it will keep falling forever. Such as shown, it keeps on going and going, just like my grades do. Yay! Newton's first law states that an object at rest will stay at rest unless another force acts upon it, so I will be the force acting upon the object, which will be the minecart. It will keep on going until the force acts upon it, which will be that block. Next example for Newton's first law. My final example for Newton's first law is the following. An object at rest will not move unless another force acts upon it, so this grass block will not move until another force acts upon it, which is this piston, and it'll keep doing it until it is stopped. So that is my three examples for Newton's first law. I'm going to go show examples for the second. Newton's second law states that force equals mass times acceleration. So, if I were to spawn some villagers, get a bow and arrow, and I were to come up close, I would need to use less force, because the arrows will have less acceleration to hit the villagers because they are closer. Now if I were to move back, and I would have to use more force, so the arrows have more acceleration so that they can hit the enemy, which is the villager right now. And if I were to use the same amount of force that I was up there, back here, they wouldn't hit the villager, because the arrows didn't have enough acceleration, because I was using less force. On to the next example. Newton's second law states that force equals mass times acceleration, so the more an object weighs, which is the mass, means, and the more force it has, means it'll have more acceleration. So this feather has no mass at all, basically, and does no damage to this pig. However, if I were to just crush my sanity real quick with this anvil, because it has a lot more mass, it will just completely destroy it, just like math does. You know, the force of the anvil falling down onto my sanity made it completely die. Next example. Force equals mass times acceleration. The more the mass, the more you will have to push it. So if I were to put this minecart with a furnace, it weighs more because it has a little furnace in it. So if I were to push it, it will not go as far as minecart without a furnace in it, because it weighs less. Or this one weighs less, this one weighs more. I used the same amount of force, and this one just went further because it had more acceleration because it weighed less. On to Newton's third law of motion. Newton's third law states that any force used upon another object, it will exert that same force back towards it. So this pickaxe has 56 out of 59 durability, has 53 durability taken off of it. So if I were to just mine the stone block, the force of the pickaxe going onto the stone block breaks it, but while doing so, the force of the stone block just pushes back onto the pickaxe, thus making it take more durability. Now it's on 47. On to the next example. Newton's third law states that if I were to push this minecart into this minecart, it will push back because this minecart pushed it back, because this minecart was pushed into this one, and it pushed back with the same amount of force. On to the final example. Newton's third law states that if I were to jump from all the way up there onto these blocks, I will be pushed back up, because of Newton's third law states that the same force will be pushed back. So I'm going to go test that real quick. So as explained before, since I am up here, Newton's third law states that if I were to jump down onto those blocks, my force pushing onto those blocks should push me right back up. I will demonstrate right now. You will be able to see. Bam, I get pushed back up. Boing, because of Newton's third law. Now, I'm going to go end it real quick. that was my project for all of Newton's 3 laws of motion. I hope you enjoyed. I sure had a lot of fun making this and recording, and I hope you had a lot of fun watching. I'll see you next time. I'm gonna go edit.